Connect. Connect. Any day now. Ah, there we go. Looks like we finally connected. All right, well, first, before we start, but I just want to say, like, I know some things about Boogie. Like, got the surgery, beat it. I've actually done a video about how, guys, 9/11 ruined my porn business. I was selling so much porn, and then 9/11 hit, and I couldn't sell porn anymore, guys. It's bullshit. Am I supposed to make money if I can't sell porn? Help! Like, what? 9/11 attacks happen, and you're online crying about how you can't sell porn. Like, the fuck? Anyways, he's also addicted to the internet. Obviously, he has, not like he can have a real job. He got into cryptocurrency, blew all of his money, lost it all. Womp womp. Typical lolcow behavior. He's now on the Lolcow Live podcast, I think it's called now. Because the regular Lolcow podcast got taken down, or just isn't going to happen. I just can't imagine putting all your money into cryptocurrency, bragging about, guys, I'm rich now. Suck it. And then, 6 months later, guys, I'm broke again. Help. Like, how about you help yourself? Help you. Just saying. Nah, it's too much work. Of course, recently he got the 20-year-old girlfriend, I think she is, according to him. I'm pretty sure he said 20, not 18. Some people think she might be 18, but I'm pretty sure he said that she's supposed to be 20. Quote, unquote. Like I said, I know some things about him, but not like I do DSP or George Senda or others. So this should be very informative for me. And hopefully you guys enjoy watching me watch this. And well, unlike some people, if you want to talk about this or something else, let's talk. I'm not about to ban you and freak out. Well, guess here we go. And 1, 2, 3, click.
When I'm on my deathbed, the biggest regret I have
4 million subs, damn,
is knowing that I had a job that every person in the world would fucking kill for.
Yes, you did.
And I fucked it up. I'm gonna be mad about that till I go to the fucking grave.
Ooh, doing anything fancy with the nails? Getting ready for the holidays? I've seen some fancy nails over the years. Like, someone had pumpkins put on theirs for Halloween, or a couple Christmases ago, someone had, like, freaking bells put on. Like, how do you, like, function with bells on your fingernails? Looks really cool, though. Great for the holidays.
Boogie2988, he's a legend of YouTube. He's been around forever.
See, like, I knew him for Francis and, like, the Mountain Dew Doritos thing. Like, I knew about him and some of the stuff that he did before. Not that good. Ah. But I was just here like, oh yeah, he was a beloved content creator. People loved him. He got invited to all this stuff, and then he done fucked it up, as Angry Joe would say. Do we really need to see him with his girlfriend in the bathtub, really? I don't need to see him in the bathtub either. For a period of 9 months, I had exclusive access to his day-to-day schedule, personal contacts, and financial statements. God, could you imagine DSP giving up his financial statements? Never gonna happen. I just seen a couple things posted on Twitter. That's what got me interested in this. And then people on here during one of my live streams like, hey, you gonna watch it? You gonna watch it? Like, I guess.
There was one girl. I don't know if I should talk about this, Mike, but I'm going to. There was one girl that I dated. She liked a lot of childish things. She liked rubber ducks. That's why I have some of these rubber ducks. And one of my favorite memories with her is us sitting in this tub, her playing with rubber ducks as I washed her, and then when we got out, I took her to bed. One of the best nights of my life, Mike.
Creepy.
Right here.
Why would you admit to that? Facing bankruptcy and foreclosure? Holy shit. He pulled a DSP. Now, collecting rubber ducks or just collecting stuff, whatever. A lot of people collect random shit. Whether it be ducks, dolls, porcelain figures, action figures, Hot Wheels. Like, people do collect some stuff like that. Not really that weird, but to be like, nah, I'm gonna play with them in the bathtub. Like, people who collect stuff usually don't play with it. They just collect it so they can display it or hoard it.
Yeah, so when it comes to financial approach, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. Money comes in, money goes out. For the longest time, my ex-wife handled that shit, but then I got divorced. I don't know where my money is. I don't know what it's doing. The only thing I've ever done with it is I threw it into crypto and then lost a shitload of it. Well, here's everything. If you want to see, there's $2,758 in my bank account right now. And let's see if mortgages come out yet. So tomorrow, when they take mortgage out, I'll have about $700 to live off of until the 20th when I get paid again from YouTube. So I'm just going to live off of $700. And I'll probably sell some cards along the way and use that money to make ends meet as well. I have a credit card with them that I owe $600 on. And on top of that, I still owe $163,000 on my house. I think my net worth is zero. Once you...
Just like DSP, who's made roughly $2 million and owns nothing, how do you make the millions and own nothing?
Pull the equity out of the house, get rid of the house debt, sell off all my collectibles, and pay off all my debts. I think that puts me...
Yes, he definitely had the money to pay it off and didn't.
Shit. I'm worthless.
Pretty much. One of those questions like, oh, if you win the lottery, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to go travel and all that. But thankfully, a lot of people are like, I'm going to pay all my fucking debt off. And whenever I have after paying off my debt, then I'll splurge. But these locals like DSP, Wings, Boogie, wow, I'm making millions. You know what I should do? Blow it all. You have enough to pay off your house. Or I could spend it on stupid shit. DSP owns some Oily Man JPEGs. I don't know about Boogie. Oh, cute doggies.
Yeah, this is the hard part. Back to reality.
Why not use the shower for a shower? The shower stall you got right there. Pull DSP and use a bath stool.
Oh.
Yeah, despite the bypass surgery, he beat it.
But my best feature.
Save $20,000 to get the excess skin removed. How about you make that $20,000 and just save it? Who cares about the excess skin?
This is the one the ladies love. I call it my meat apron. I have 2 meat curtains. There's a second one.
Oh, I don't need to see this.
I have 2 glorious meat curtains. I don't like showing it to people, and people don't like seeing it. So that's why I'm going to die alone.
Yeah, how do you get to that size? Like when you watch that 600-pound life, there was one woman, like she got to go on a diet, and like they brought her a salad, and she started screaming, "What is this? This is water. This isn't oil. This is how am I supposed to eat this? There's no grease in this." Like that's how you get to 600 pounds life. Like, fuck, I still remember, I hit 240. It's like, ooh, okay then. Time to start going to the gym, start dieting. I immediately lost like 20 pounds. Then haven't been able to lose anymore, but second I hit 240, like, oh shit, bam, lost the weight. Got down to 220 and then hit a plateau. And anyways, not as that much as that guy weighs, thankfully. When do you stop ordering DoorDash?
Well, my real name is Steve Williams. I'm known online as Boogie2988 because there's a lot of famous Steve Williamses, and I'm not one of them, right? I started a YouTube channel back in 2006, right at the very beginning, and I got famous
GSP
for
got in
comedy sketches as well as like life vlogs and just sharing my personal life with other people.
What's up,
I'd be
ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie
skin and bones if I was 130.
On my left leg and head. But that's just the kind of woman I married. So give her some love in the comment section. Give her as much money as I used to make, and it's not exactly enough to make ends meet. Just
damn. He lost 263,000 views per video. I just cannot imagine.
This is where I spend 6 to 8 hours a day trying to figure out how to save my career.
What's up? Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming at you live again to the power of the internet. And today, let's talk a little bit about why you got to do better than I did, right?
I've told the audience, I've told you guys, I've told everybody, this is the center of my world, right here.
Ouch!
In this recliner, with my dogs, watching television, playing video games on that television. But the other day...
You're gonna tell me you can't, I don't know, autograph that stuff and send off to your fans? As weird as it sounds, he still has fans. It's not like he doesn't have any fans left. He still has some fans left. As weird as that sounds. And now, hopefully, between the boxing and the local podcast and working with Keemstar, maybe he'll be able to get his finances back in order. I mean, shit, if I'm him, I'm going, Keemstar, you're literally a fucking millionaire. You're retired at the age of 40. Don't pay me. Take the money, invest in whatever the fuck you're going to invest it in, and then pay me from the dividends on that, please. Because if you give it to him, he's just going to blow it all on all those toys and shit.
The audio on this TV started to go out, and whenever it would make like S sounds, it would crackle. And so I know I'm budgeting, but I immediately went to Amazon and bought a sound bar for $100. And then the next day, the TV stopped crackling. And now I have a $100 sound bar that I don't need. But I know I'm supposed to be budgeting right now, but because that's my TV, because that's my only source of entertainment, because it's the only thing I do, it's one of the only things that bring me peace. Like
I said, Boogie, don't get paid from Keem. Have Keem keep the money he was going to pay you and invest in whatever the fuck he's going to invest it in and give you the dividends instead of letting you blow it on sound bars and TVs.
I have to be able to hear my fucking TV.
Podcast fell apart because they went to gaming lawyer instead of the gaming lawyer. Different person stole the local podcast. So what they did was rebrand it as the Local Live podcast, I think it's called now. Or just Local Live. Same thing, just a different name, so they have the rights to it. So it is back. King Bean, how's it going, man? How you doing? Who are the Jags beating up this week? I say that this all happened within like the past 48 hours, Toxic. So it's okay not to be up to date on that because it just happened like the past 48 hours of all this stuff coming out.
But that's every addict, right? Like Mitch Hedberg said, I'll just do enough heroin. And then he like OD'd on heroin, right? So I guess every addict tries to manage the addiction, but I don't know, man. We were talking about compulsive spending a minute ago.
Yeah.
Dude, I spent a lot of money on stuff. But you know where a lot of the money went? And like it felt
Hookers.
Really compulsive at the time.
Told ya. This part I knew. I can get being his size, you might feel the only way you're going to get loving is through that. But holy shit. $200,000. I haven't even spent that much money on my house and cars in history. I could pay for every car that I've ever bought, plus my house, and have money left over for that kind of cash. He owes, what, $183,000 on his house, he said? He could own his house right now and have 17 grand left over, the amount of money he wasted on that. Oh, this is San Francisco?
I'm a former sex worker escort, and Boogie2988 was one of my clients. I'm from LA, and I get a message on this website. You can probably guess which one.
I'm going to say the 49ers fell off a lot, but they had a bye last week, so they might be recovered.
I took women on vacations, and I took them out to fancy dinners, and I took them to like Disneyland and shit.
He bought me dinner. He got me a purse that we were talking about over message.
Why would someone that big go to Disneyland? You can't go on any of the rides. That's one of the things I was worried about when I hit 2 foot. I'm like, oh shit, I might be able to fit on any of the rides at Cedar Point if I keep getting any bigger. Another reason for me to lose weight was so I could still ride the rides at Cedar Point. Why the fuck would you spend all that money to go to Disneyland if you can't do anything at Disneyland?
And he got me a couple gift cards, and he spent well over $5,000 on just that night.
You know the rules. The rules are we're going to go out and eat. We're going to have dinner. Maybe we're going to fuck. And you're going to enjoy a nice lifestyle that you don't normally get to enjoy.
So he was really funny. You can definitely tell he was nervous. He did eat a lot of food. I'm pretty sure he got 2 entrees, which was very unique.
It's not a revelation. I like beautiful women. I like to hang out with beautiful women, fuck beautiful women. We all do. I never got to do that.
I mean, he's not wrong.
The women I dated were pretty, sure. But they were like Arkansas 8s, not LA 10s. With sugaring, I got to fuck some LA 10s, and I think that's cool.
We got back to the hotel.
I mean, good for him, but
I do regret to say that I slept with Boogie.
I mean, talking about that, though. If you have the money for it, alright. Spend it. But he doesn't have the fucking money for it. If he had paid off his house first and whatever the debts he had, then went, hey, fuck, I got $200,000 I can blow on sex workers. Okay, sure. You got the money for it. But you don't have the money for it. It's like DSP in the gacha games. It's like, there's people who spend what he's spent on gacha in a year. That he spent across a decade. But those people can afford it. You know, they get those like Saudi princes and all that. That know the top 3 in all these different games. They got the money for that. So let them blow that kind of money on it. But if you don't have the fucking money for it, don't be wasting your money on this shit.
Boogie2988. Overall, the experience, and I don't mean to fat shame or anything, but there was rules upon rules upon rules, and it took me a lot of time to find a stick. I am now married with 2 kids, and sleeping with Boogie is one of the reasons I quit sex work.
Is that sex?
Well, good for her for getting her nursing degree. And that's crazy, like, being so fat and repulsive that you made a sex worker quit her job. Just wow. That has always been fascinating to me how locals and anyone else, like, get the people that, oh, I want $50 million. 6 years later, I'm broke. And I'm homeless. What the fuck do you mean you're homeless? Didn't you buy a house? I bought 6 houses. Well, did you pay them off? No. Why did you buy 6 houses not paying any of them off? Buy a house. Pay it off. Maybe buy one on the East Coast and one in the Southwest Coast. Like, oh, if it's winter, I'm going to go to the Southwest. Oh, if it's summer, I'm going to go to the East Coast. That I can understand if you got the money for it. But how do the people, like, buy houses and then not pay them off when they had the money to do it? Oh, you can imagine it smelled god-awful.
Sexist to me, sure.
Can't imagine
Is
the
that
smell.
womanizing me? Sure, I don't really care. I'm a 48-year-old man. I never got to fuck a model. This let me fuck a couple of models. Is that wrong?
Wrong. That's subjective. Stupid when you can't afford it. Yes. Again, if you have the money, you don't have to. Especially if you don't have to beg people to pay for it. All right, sure. If DSP came out, hey guys, I blew $100,000 in WWE champions, but he didn't beg, he just made the kind of money that allowed him to do that. All right, whatever. But obviously, he begs and then cries, says, guys, I can't afford groceries on my day off, help. Then he took his wife out to sushi, apparently on their day off. Spent roughly $120. Someone figured out which restaurant he went to. Did the math, it's like $120 to $150 in sushi. While crying that he's broke. You want to spend that kind of money on sushi, go ahead. But don't be crying that you're broke and you can't afford groceries on your day off and then spend that kind of money on sushi.
Here we have some of the women in this area that are local and ready to go out. They'll go to dinner with
Very
you,
good point there,
they'll go to a
JF.
show with you. Maybe they'll come back to your place, but they are expecting something in exchange. But then it's window shopping, right? Like any other meat market like Tinder, you kind of scroll down the list of photos
Joshua,
until you
how's it
find
going?
someone that looks interesting to you. I think this girl's really cute. Oh yeah, yeah. She's definitely a little thicker than I necessarily would always.
Thicker
go
than a
for, but there's
Snicker,
nothing
baby.
wrong with that.
Hello.
So I deserve to go to Disneyland with a beautiful girl, right? I deserve to go to New York and explore Times Square with a beautiful girl, right? Like I deserve that.
Digital
And
waifus
I
are the
want
best.
that, and I've never had it. Man, if I had that money back, that would be half.
You know, Rocklight, how you doing? How's everybody doing today?
$1,000 is my entire health insurance payment. I don't know what the prostitutes did with it, and I hope they spend it in good health. But I sure could use that shit right now. You know? You want to go for a walk? So he knows.
Aww, puppy.
You can't tell me he doesn't know.
I worked the whole weekend.
Baby, I know.
I got Monday off and that's it this week.
I gotta prep your brother.
Gotta work Saturday, Sunday, off Monday, then work Tuesday through Monday.
He's great. He's actually, I actually really love him a lot.
Very entitled. Like most locals, very entitled.
I know how much these things mean to you. What's it like to have to sell them to be able to...
Now this is something DSP has refused to do. Sell shit. I'm used to it. People go on vacation around this time, so... Like, hey, can you work an extra 8 hours and work 6 days in a row and then do this? Like, yeah, I can do that. No biggie. Getting the OT right before Black Friday, it's going to be nice. Get an extra 8 hours of overtime on my paycheck just in time for like, hey, Sichi, what do the kids want? Well, this one wants this and this one's talking about that. All right, I'll get it. Which one? All of it. Ain't got nobody else to spoil. It's like I do with my mom where she sends me a list like, well, let me know which ones you're going to get, and then whatever you don't get, I'll send to your sister to get the rest. And it's like, all right, Don, which ones? All of it. Why do you do this? You should know by now not to send me your entire list. Because you know I'm going to just buy all of it because I ain't got no one else to spoil.
live.
So selling off these things kind of sucks. Because I've been playing Magic for 30 years, and some of the cards in this box I opened back in 1994. I opened them in like 96. And I've
Holy
held on
shit,
to
he was
them
used
ever
back
since.
then.
And that's they're a piece
still
of
is,
my
but-
childhood. They're a piece of my history. I thought I was going to get buried with this stuff. This is my stuff. This is me. This is part of me. And I made some money off of YouTube last month, but I did not make enough without a sponsor or something like that. I'm not making enough, so we're going to go to the game shop. But this is going to keep me from going out on the streets, right? Like this is going to keep me in a house. So I think it's bittersweet. I think he would find it bittersweet. He would have wished I'd.
I mean, it's sad. Like, he's talking about, well, he bought this card, 30 years ago, and he thought he was going to be buried with it. No, I was going to sell it, but it's his own damn fault. He has no one else to blame but himself. I have plenty of magic cards. I have some magic cards I've had since, like, high school. Some of them still in okay condition. But I don't have to sell them, you know why? Because I budget my ass.
I'm selling magic cards on Whatnot. I'm selling collectibles on eBay.
Yes,
I'm selling
DSP
arcade
wants
machines
full
locally.
price for something
I'll
that's
sell it.
broken.
I'm going to sell enough to help
So he
with the
won't sell
mortgage.
it.
But I'm
I
also
paid
gonna
$800
sell
for it. I
enough
won $1,000. Well,
to be able
it's
to play
broken.
Magic tonight.
Shut up.
Because I don't want people wondering why I'm not there. I don't want people like knowing I'm broke. Like that's embarrassing. I can't afford $30 to play Magic. So I'm spending $30 to play Magic tonight.
Okay,
Why?
so this month I need from you about $1,000 to make mortgage. So I need you to pick out like $1,000 for the stuff. Like there's a couple of cradles in there. There's a City of Traders in there.
Well, I could do 200 a piece on those.
What? Dude, I thought we were looking more like 400, 450.
The thing with something like this is, this I know about him from watching Pawn Stars is, right, this item is worth $1,000. Great, I'll pay you $500. But it's worth $1,000, yes. To sell it is worth $1,000. You sell it to me, I then have to categorize it, which means I need to pay an employee to do that. I need to pay an employee to put it online, or we take it to auction. The auction house takes 30% of whatever it sells for. So let's say I buy it from you for $1,000, then it sells for $1,400 at auction. We get really lucky, it sells for $1,400 at auction. Well, I had to pay an employee to go to the auction house. Auction house still got 30%. Well, then I just lost money. So, well, this card's worth $400. I'll pay you $200 because he's got to have it then. Also, display space isn't free. If you have the card that you just bought from Boogie on display, that means there's another card that's not on display. Maybe that card that's not on display would have sold while the card that Boogie sold you doesn't. So you just lost money. And so you had to prioritize your display space.
50 on each of these. 175 is what it's down to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Those
Good Lord, that took a beating. Fuck, these are reserved list cards, Glenn.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere but up.
Okay. Well, you say that, but the dual lands went down.
I mean, yeah, all right. As long as I'm getting mortgage money, as long as I can get some cards there tonight, okay. You gave me these back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to settle on them until I come back in here because I'm not going to sell them to anybody else but you.
Okay.
Make it 3 chicken quesadillas.
What's paying for this?
Shit, you're paying me back on here. That don't hurt.
Yeah, we all look the same in the
3
GameStop. It's because we're
chicken
fucking
quesadillas.
outcasts. We're in a kind of small
No wonder you're
town.
fat.
We're fucking autistic as shit. We're awkward around women. We're awkward around people. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. And then I come back here and I'm looking at all the shit I need to sell. And I'm surrounded by all the shit that I bought for YouTube videos and stuff. And it's hard to not think about what a fuck up I am. But that's why I go to the arcade. That's why I go to play Magic. That's why I have my friends over. Because for just a few hours, I'm not that fuck up from YouTube. I'm just Steve Williams. I'm just me. Oh, this is my Saturday night crew. We get together every Saturday. We eat pizza. We play Magic. We play board games. We do Smash Brothers.
Now, this is something that's actually rare for most locals is he actually has friends. It's crazy to think that there's some locals out there that actually have friends when so many of them don't. So many locals haven't had a friend in a decade.
Magic the Gathering.
You could definitely
This
do a
is
live
my
stream
crack.
auction
This
for all
is
that
my
shit.
cocaine. I met him at the magic shop. I met him in the magic shop. Now him I met at the magic shop. This guy I met at the magic shop. This guy I met at the magic shop. This guy I met because he was roommates with a friend I met at the magic shop. Okay, so I have $1 million question for you guys. Every Saturday we get together Every Saturday I order what? Pizza, chicken fingers, tacos. Those are the things I normally get us, right? Like I normally spend like $150 every Saturday to like feed us. And like I showed them my bank books today, and I'm not like, I've never wanted to burden you guys with this, but like I'm at a point where saving $300 a month would be useful.
I mean, we've been telling you for years that we don't care about the food that much.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I like having snacks and soda when I'm over here because I don't eat those at my house. Right. But we've definitely said it throughout the years. Like you don't have to feed us, but you do it anyway. So
they would rather just not eat than put their own money towards the food. That's kind of shitty.
When are we going to start bringing girlfriends around? Also, when are we going to start bringing girlfriends around that aren't hookers? Because that's all I've brought around for 5 years. I mean, like, we haven't had, like, legitimate girlfriends over in a long time. You haven't dated in a while. You haven't dated in a while.
I mean, yeah, a while. That's fair enough, yeah.
I mean, you've like, had some... I think you've had, like...
I think he's a good guy, yeah. I think that Boogie's definitely a good guy. He loves his friends and his family, and he cares about people a lot, and he cares about what people think about him a lot. He's a fun person to be around and to laugh and make jokes with. And sometimes we open up and we have like really personal conversations, and I enjoy getting to know him in that way as well.
Willing to do things for us. He's offered to, take care of us or offered us a room if he needs it. He's still going to make some of the same jokes. We all have a sort of dry sense of humor.
Sincere kindness. It doesn't always show up, but he does have a lot of compassion for people.
I think he's just a guy.
I say like my one friend that I go to watch football on Sundays. He got multiple TVs. He usually cooks food and all that. But you know what me and our other friends did? Like, well, how much do those TVs cost? Well, this one costs this much. And it's like, well, here's our share. Then the one friend, he's like, all right, hey, what beer or liquor do you guys want? I don't mind it because I don't drink that stuff. I always bring my jug of water with me. But like, oh, hey, I'm out of crack, and if you get some ginger ale, that'd be great. What kind? The Verner's Diet. My friends, Bougie, it has to be the Verner's. It cannot be just regular ginger ale. It has to be Verner's ginger ale. It has to be diet. But it's like, all right, well, then I'll bring pretzels. I'll bring snacks. I'll be like, hey, we're doing tacos tonight. Can you get more shells and tortillas? I'll get those on my way home from work. Like, he's not paying for everything. I just could not imagine making him pay for everything. God, that would suck having to pay for all that shit.
With good and bad. But I don't think he's as bad as a lot of corners of the internet think he is.
I think as long as he stops tweeting the N-word, he'll be fine.
Oh, wow.
The N-word is just a word. If you guys left and these cameras weren't rolling and I was sitting here alone in the dark and I said the N-word, there's no magic power to it.
So say it.
Oh, no, I'm not going to say it on camera where it could hurt somebody. I like offensive humor. I like dark jokes. I say fuck.
It's just a word. I'm not going to say because it might hurt someone. Then you admit that is not just a word. You won't say it because it might hurt someone, then you're admitting that it's not just a word.
Up shit. I think the darker something is, cancer, rape, murder, child abuse, the darker it is, the more important it is to make jokes about it.
That's pretty fucked up.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, bro.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. I mean, I didn't go through it. I'm still alive. She's dead. And, yeah, so fuck her. And now she's dead.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color, or is it not? I don't know. Someone says you can't put your finger into a clitoris. Somebody here doesn't have a scalpel handy. You splay that fucker just right, you can wrap it all around your fingers. You gotta shave real thin. Woo! That's disturbing. That's the most fucked up thing.
What?
No, I plan to shoot you, bud.
You pointing a gun at me?
Yes. Is this what we have to do? Where it really went south is when one guy spent like a month of his...
Ouch, Holly, that's gonna suck. And of course, there's a difference between being racist, bigoted, whatever, and being a comedian. Like when Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle tells a joke, they're not being racist. They're just telling a joke. God, those guys are great. Or like, one friend found Harlem Nights on one of the streaming things he has. Like, shit, I haven't seen that movie in a couple of years. So we're sat and watching it. It's like, holy shit, this movie's so fucking good. A lot of people, oh my god, that was racist. I can't believe Red Fox said that. I can't believe he said that. I can't believe Eddie Murphy did that. Like, it's hilarious. But it's the tone. It's the manner that you say it in. Boogie doesn't understand that. A lot of these locals don't understand that.
Time gathering every link, every video clip, everything I'd ever said or done since 1998, and he compiled it into this one huge mega thread. It's like 10, 15 pages long. And every time my name would get mentioned on Reddit moving forward, they would all link to that mega thread. Well, these people on Reddit began to bombard my sponsors to make me look as bad as possible.
Because you were bad.
Every time I got a new sponsor, they would bombard them. And eventually they dropped me.
Ouch.
Are you ready?
$500,000 after tax is gonna be over $300,000. He could have paid off his fucking house.
Are you ready to step back into 1988? You ready to go back to my childhood? Because that's what's behind the star. You know what? Do you want to know what this represents to me?
What does this represent?
This is everything that was good about my childhood. And when I walk back in here, it's like going back in time, except things aren't completely shitty.
Going back.
So this is
going back in time.
the classic. I mean, I even have a Pac-Man tattoo. This is the game I most identify with because it's about a little round guy running through a maze, trying to figure shit out, eating everything in sight, and getting chased by ghosts of his past. So I'm basically Pac-Man. I know, it's simple fun. And, I mean, look at the guy.
Pac-Man's still married.
I might have sprained it or something. I was walking to the bathroom in there, and there was a loud snap sound, and things kind of shifted in one direction, and now my foot is swelling into my shoe, and it hurts really badly. It's the fun part about being old and fat. You never know. You don't know if you'll wake up tomorrow. You don't know if today is that stroke or heart attack you've been waiting on, or if it's going to be a healthy day and you feel real good for a change. You never know. So I don't know.
Not yet, anyways.
It could fucking be today. Do I think I'll make 50? Yeah, probably. That's only 2 years away. Do I think I'll make 60?
No.
Which is 12 years away? Probably not.
Here's everything that's wrong with Boogie. Low testosterone.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Testicular hypogonadism.
Sleep what that is. Makes sense.
Swelling due to blockages of lymphatic flow.
Makes sense.
Seborrheic eczema. Chronic back pain.
Makes sense.
Protein in urine. That's
the fuck is that?
From kidney damage, folks.
That is everything keeping me alive. We have losartan, tramadol, bupropion, sertraline. Did I deal with back pain? I deal with nightmares. I'm always tired. I don't know the last time I did sleep. Otherwise, if I don't wear this machine at night, when I'm supposed to be sleeping, I'm actually drowning in my own fat.
High blood pressure, history of gastric bypass, intestinal malabsorption, vitamin D sufficiency, because like most gamers, I hate the sun, morbid obesity, major depressive disorder, major anxiety disorder, history of diabetes mellitus, blood pooling in veins, varicose veins of the legs with complications, degeneration of lumbar or lumbosacral intervertebral disc. That means my back don't work so good. History of basal cell carcinoma, that's cancer. And of course, I can't breathe so good, so asthma and allergies as well.
Ouch.
So, it's a waiting game now, and it's just about making the best of it.
He probably gets pedicures. We're not surprised when he gets pedicures because he can't touch his own feet. Which, nothing wrong with getting a pedicure.
Chicken quesadilla.
As long as you're not looking to declare bankruptcy.
I wanted to make like a documentary that was generally entertaining.
Your life is so depressing, the person making a documentary about you got depression. Holy shit.
You realize, wait a second, everything he says is depressing. Everything he says is like the saddest shit I've ever heard.
Wow.
Making the best of it.
This is the first documentary I'm doing. I can't put out a documentary that's this guy the whole time because I don't want my brand new channel to be known as making documentaries about the most depressing people that exist. It's just like, what the fuck happened to this guy? What the fuck happened to Boogie?
Good point. DSP had to play video games while sick, guys. That's terrible. Ooh, he got some fancy people coming in.
Well, he's losing
Steve of the Dead?
What made people originally like him. It could be as simple as just that positive attitude.
Why not use your only life to make the lives around you better? Fuck you. It's none of your fucking business. It's my body. It's my choice. Eat shit.
And over time, in the content,
my body, my
we see
choice
this shift where
dies.
he starts to become more interested in money.
I just like making content. I just like talking to a camera. I just like doing cool stuff.
I just want ad revenue. I just want YouTube to pay me a fair amount. It's all I've ever wanted, right?
And his concerns about money.
If I could teach you anything, it's to hold on to the money you get.
Oh, are you trying to manipulate people into giving you money?
The answer is yes. Give me some money.
And more interested in complaining.
Damn, just like
I couldn't be
DSP.
more grateful. I couldn't be more grateful. People want to comment. Thank you.
I'm a walking embarrassment, dude.
We do. Look at me. I'm fucking disgusting. Better, I'm a piece of shit.
I will never function the way you function. It's not possible.
That's why if you're griping to your viewers, if you're complaining to your subscribers, I mean, that just leaves a sour taste in people's mouths.
I think my window is closed.
The person who got head on, he threw it away, just like DSP did.
It's already closed.
Right, so if there was money to be made in making people feel depressed, I think Boogie would be in the right business.
Like, that's just my life philosophy at this point. Just face down in the mud. That's pretty much how we live our lives.
Unexpected medical bill rise, causing
That's right around the corner. Like, I have to sell this place. I have to tap into the equities to survive. Like, that's the last of my money. And so much of that money is going to doctor's appointments and tests, and all of that is just to fucking stay alive.
At this point, where would you want to stay alive? Holy shit, man.
There are plenty of different content creators that have various mental illnesses all over social media. And some just say, it is what it is, and this is what I'm going to do. Boogie tends to be really obsessed with this idea that it's favorable to have people feel sorry for you, and that kind of victim mentality where you can get further in life if people have compassion on you, regardless of the reason they're doing it.
I look awful. If I look like I've been through hell over the last couple of days, it's because I have been. Most notably, I ruined my body. Like Jerry, I ruined my own career. Maybe it was the imposter syndrome. Maybe it's because It's been a method of, I think covert narcissism is the right phrase. Like, oh, look at how pathetic I am. You should feel sorry for me. You would never be mean to me because I'm so pathetic, right? Oh, I'm so fat, I'm so weird, I'm so goofy.
Oh shit, they're describing DSP.
I grew up in an abusive family and an abusive home. The amount of pain that's in my head and my heart is...
So vulnerable narcissism has a number of characteristics. A person can be considered a vulnerable narcissist without having them all. So with vulnerable narcissism or covert narcissism, we see pessimism.
I feel defeated and confused and lost all the time, every day.
Hypersensitivity to criticism.
I can't handle this kind of hate. I can't handle these types of attacks. I can't do it.
Reactive anger, so they're not really
DSP.
Thinking things through.
Is this what I have to do?
Who goes by Boogie2988 was booked into the jail this morning.
Need for admiration.
Can I get a round of applause?
The self-centeredness.
I'm the perfect victim. I have been victimized my entire life.
The sense of entitlement.
You guys want to help me pay for my Tesla? Please go ahead and dig deep. I sure would like a free fucking Tesla.
Believing oneself to be special.
How many kids went on to get 4.5 million YouTube subscribers?
One.
Steven Williams!
You're just watching the same things over and over again.
What's up? Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming to us in the power of the internet. This is my rambling series, my vlog series. We're talking about life, the universe, and particularly interesting to me.
Boogie2988.
His fall from grace is so catastrophic.
Not happy about it.
People are sick of the shtick.
As they should be.
What would you recommend to him now?
How many kids won fourth place at
to get his
Evo?
viewers back?
I don't think he's getting his viewers back. I don't think that's a possibility. I think the only thing to do now is go a different angle. But I don't even know if that's possible. I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but...
One thing I'm wondering is, was this made before or after the stuff with Keemstar and the boxing and all that? Because Keemstar could have known about any of this, been like, huh, Boogie will jump through hoops for me for less than $50,000. Hey, Boogie, I'll keep you in your house for the rights to the podcast and all that.
How do you change yourself? Like, viewers are smart. Like, they want to see you. They want to see
He could talk about the magic cards that he has. Like, I bought this card in this year. That year was worth this much.
Maybe
12 years later, it's not worth this much. It's allowed in tournament play, but some tournaments think it should be banned because of this rule or whatever. Like,
Side as a hobby.
Nice to meet you. My name is Dawn.
Dawn, I'm Boogie, or Steve.
Okay, what do you prefer to be called?
Honestly, probably Steve. Let's go with Steve.
Okay, Steve. No problem. Whatever you prefer. And so you are here today because you are seeking employment.
Yeah.
You're seeking out new work opportunities.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about your background and where you think you want to go with the experience that you already have.
Background, oh shit.
I did work at a small gaming store back in 2006, 2007. I am disabled, recognized by the state of Arkansas, but also the United States government. There's that. Now, the downside of that is I am extremely depressed, so there's some mental health issues that we bring to the table. And
why would you be telling them this?
I am morbidly obese. I have no references, no work history, and no education. And when you Google my name, you...
No, so what, you didn't graduate high school? You don't have your high school degree?
Might see rumors that I beat my ex-wife and I'm also a pedophile.
What the fuck? Now, they said that she didn't know about him. She didn't know who he was. So this has got to be like, what the beep is going on?
I'm also a felon.
Okay. What's the nature of your felony?
Aggravated assault.
How old is it?
About 2 years.
Okay. So I think there are some avenues you could explore. I definitely don't think it's impossible, but you have some challenges.
Yeah.
Lots of things in life are about your mindset. and you're using weight and disability, I can't. If that is the attitude that you're gonna have when you approach everything, then you can't, and you won't.
I did work in the porn industry for the better part of 7 years, so I mean...
Be real with me. Do you really think it would be a good idea to go to a real interview and reference porn?
No.
It depended on the job, I would think. Like, at a strip club, maybe, but probably not.
Holy shit, this is fantastic!
What would you think his chances are here of getting employment in the next 3 months?
I'm not sure. When it comes to the felony, we would have to seek corporate approval for that sort of charge in order to proceed forward with a candidate. And they would ultimately be the ones to make the decision as to whether or not we would feel comfortable presenting someone like that to our clients.
450 fucking pounds, holy shit.
Any violent felonies, violent crimes, or sexual crimes have to be...
Hey, Mike. Listen, dude. I know we're making this documentary and everything, and I know you think I need to get a real job, but I just want to let you know I'm not going to. I'm not going to walk into some job when I have 4 million subscribers on YouTube. I'm one of the original YouTubers. What I'm going to do instead is go back to making content, go back to telling stories and entertaining people and making money doing it. And you want to check back with me in a couple of months? Let's see how things are going. All right? I'll talk to you then.
3 months later.
Go lay down. Good job. Yeah, so I mean, things aren't great. People are still mad at me on YouTube. My view numbers are pretty much close to zero. I'm having trouble breaking 10K on an upload right now. And
ouch.
Not everything is bad. I've got...
If you're a smaller channel, 10K would be great. He's got over 4 million subs. Much like DSP having 200,000 subs and fighting to break 500. Sometimes he might get lucky and get 1,000 views.
At least one good thing going on. Can I show you?
Uh-oh.
Sure.
Ah, the 20-year-old.
So this is Desi. You can call her Desiree.
Yep, Desiree.
And we've been dating now for months.
A couple months, yeah.
Yeah, I was right, 20 years old. Hey, she's old enough to join the military. She's old enough to date whatever the fuck she wants.
I don't know what it was. It was, I guess, his energy, his curly hair, his glasses. I must be into nerds. It's, I guess, I don't know. He's just adorable to me. I like him. He was going through a lot, and I randomly hit him up on Instagram, and I told him that I support him and that I'm always here for him and stuff. And so it started from there.
On paper, it just doesn't really add up, right? It doesn't make sense on paper, but then practice and in reality, there was just something there.
So it was pretty crazy, but I just felt it. I felt an energy connection to him before I even met him.
The energy of a whale?
No, that's just...
Maybe a sloth?
And then the longer we spent talking, I don't know, eventually you just realize we're the same person, doing the same thing, living the same lives, just at different stages. And
I can see myself getting married to Boogie.
I could definitely see us getting married. In fact, we may or may not have talked about it a little bit, and we may or may not sit around fantasizing about it and thinking about what it's going to look like. And I called you wifey the other day, and you loved it. You were so there for it. If I proposed right now on camera, what would you do?
I'd say yes.
That's a good sign.
Do it. Bet you won't. Pusillanimous.
Boogie has improved my life tremendously. He just makes me happy, the happiest I've ever been. And I'm not alone, and so that he just completes me. Growing up without a father figure has its challenges.
Ah, there
like,
it
you
is,
just
no
don't
father
have
figure.
that support system that you
Why
would,
am I not
and the
surprised?
advice that you need. And so it's just difficult. I don't ever want to be alone. That's another thing. Maybe that's why I have stuffed animals. I don't ever want to be alone. And so it's just nice to have company. And I help with the dogs. I get him his water. You know, like whatever he wants and requests. You know, I just mainly is to take care of him. He takes care of me. So yeah, sometimes I pick weeds out here.
I'll say it's either I would say doggy, but there's no way he'd be able to get in there.
It makes it look
Gotta
better.
be her on top always.
Trying to trim down these vines, but I'm not doing a good job. I don't do this very much.
You know, I used to have a theory, Mike, that if you are a 40-year-old man and you have a Snapchat, that means you're a creepy dude. Turns out my theory was right. I have a Snapchat, and I am a creepy dude.
Oh, fuck is that on him?
I found that person, and they happened to be 20. And I get that it's creepy to date somebody half your age or younger, but people can call me creepy if they want. If she's happy and I'm happy, then I will be the biggest creep you need.
I don't know. She seemed to have teeth. I don't think she's addicted to meth because she still has her teeth.
Me to be, as long as her and I are happy. You can be as mad.
Oh, see, pap test, all right. Makes sense.
Sexually, we both seem to be having an excellent time.
Oh, I don't need to say that.
I would say that it's the best I ever had. What? You were
Oh, we don't need to say this. Terrible. So didn't he get teeth implants or something? No, that was different locale. Sorry, never mind. Different locale got teeth implants.
A little off today. I had a friend tell me I look like a samurai on vacation. I was going to ask if you could see it, but...
in the front here, and I think, what are you, a YouTuber or something?
Yeah, I've been on YouTube for about 17 years.
You've been on YouTube for 17 years?
Yeah, 4 million subscribers.
Okay, and this is your girlfriend, who is much younger than you, is suspiciously...
She's an adult.
She's that, you know, it's never good when you say, well, she's an adult. Is this a sex trafficking situation? You keep looking at him and never answering the question.
Yep, that went along the DSP.
And I hate it when people single us out. I hate it when people like...
We're gonna do that though, it's to be expected. You're right, we're different, but...
Fuck them, right?
Yep, fuck.
Fuck them.
He's not manipulating me. I love him for him. He doesn't control me. We're a team. He supports me in everything I do and everything I want. He's my support system.
Now, here's the thing. She could be 100% legit. The world's fattest man and the world's fattest woman are both married. And not to each other. Someone married the world's fattest woman. Someone married the world's fattest man. You gotta figure that there's gotta be love involved there. So maybe she actually does love him. Maybe she actually cares for him. Maybe that's just what she likes. Is it weird? Yeah, a little bit. But hey, again, maybe that's just what she likes. Or she's gold digging, waiting for him to die so she can inherit everything. If there's anything left to inherit.
Let me get a McCrispy Deluxe combo. Make it large.
Fuck's a McCrispy?
What do I think about his dire financial situation? I think it's scary.
Yeah, what's so scary about it?
That he might lose it all in a day. He might just be homeless one day, but...
So if I'm broke, if I go broke...
I say Chris Chan's back on the internet
if
too.
If we end up back on disability, and it's me, you, and Chad living in some small apartment, and we're eating McDonald's every day, and that's treating ourselves. You gonna be able to handle that?
Yeah,
You
I guess
stay in
it's
that?
me, you, Chad, eating McDonald's every day in our small, cute apartment.
Because, I mean, I'm hopeful that people will go back to watching us on YouTube. I'm hopeful that people will, like, you know, I can go back to live streaming full time again and do like 6-hour live streams like every other streamer and like grind it out. But I mean, there is a very real possibility that one day I won't be able to do that anymore, and we're going to have to live off of whatever we can. Are you prepared for that?
As long as I have you, that's all I need.
Have you ever thought about the fact that she's just waiting you out and trying to take your 401k when you're done?
Like he's got a 401k.
I'm broke.
You're broke.
I'm broke, yeah.
4 million subscribers.
Even if he does go broke and has to sell the house, I'm still gonna be by his side. He's the only one that I love and I care about, and there's only one of them. And so I'm not just gonna up and leave him for money, because money's an issue. Because I love him, and just imagining a life without him is difficult.
I mean, my biggest fear is dying on her. If I die in the next 2 or 3 years on her, that's just gonna ruin her life.
I really want you to understand how actually sick I am. Like, I don't know if you actually get it, but this is my health summary. This is everything that's currently wrong with me. My risk for stroke or heart attack is astronomical. I am essentially a walking time bomb, and I'm so fucking sorry for that. I really, really wish I had taken better care of my body.
Yeah, I know. I'll never be ready for it, but I know. I don't
way to be
want you
depressing.
alone.
I want you to be alone.
See, it might be very too late.
I've talked to my therapist since me and her have been together about overcoming it. My therapist keeps telling me the same thing. When you learn to love yourself, all these things will fall into place, and we just got to teach you those skills. And then I turn to my doctor, and I'm like, what do we do? He's like, you've had bypass surgery. You lost 200 pounds. What more can I do for you? I'm like, fix it, dude. Help fix it. And then they're telling me that I'm the one that has to fix it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I'm making less and less every month, and I'm scared shitless.
And then Keemstar shows up and saves the day.
And now, making his way to the ring.
Keem! Oh, he's in this!
Hey, so Mike, I just got off the phone with Keemstar, and he has a boxing event coming up, and he's giving me a slot on the card.
This is 800 pounds in one ring.
This fight pays $10,000.
No chance against me.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, he didn't.
People are going to see me win this thing. This is where I turn it all around. Right here.
In his dreams.
Referee Sheamus Dunn stops the contest, and therefore your winner, Wings.
Watch the way he hits my head. My brain
I was unable to land a single fucking punch.
ricocheting against my skull. So since you guys were here last, I did have a bit of a windfall, which bought me some time here in this house. The problem with that is I spent more than $10,000 getting that fight together. So by the time all that was done.
What? You spent more? Alright, flight I get. MRI, what the fuck? Alright, so flight, hotel I get. Boxing lessons, I definitely would have done. Although he didn't land a single punch, so that was kind of a waste. Could have just bought regular gym shorts. Why did you get $350 fancy ones when you could have just... Alright. Just got no gym shorts. I guess you have to get extra large ones, but still just get some gym shorts for like $40. They get super duper size. Ooh, good point, Go. At least for the flight and the hotel, definitely that should have been Keemstar. Like, Keemstar should have been paying for that. Meals, he could have been like, all right, I'm going to give you a, oh, what's it called? A subsidy? I can't remember what it's called, but like when my friend gets sent to whatever city for training, he gets 2 meals and 2 drinks per meal comp for the company that he works for when he gets sent off to Boston or Chicago or Nashville or wherever for training. Like, he gets compensated for, like, they pay for those meals and drinks. Keemstar could have done that for at least a couple meals a day or whatever while he was there. And complimentary meals. That might be it. Okay, so the hotel and flight should have been paid for by Keemstar. If it wasn't, that's kind of a shitty thing to do. Why? Alright, the gloves and wraps, I get that cost money, but I get you probably need extra large sizes, but really $350 for boxing shorts? Fuck, the gloves and the boxing shorts should have been paid for by Keemstar. I heard about it on Twitter. I've not actually seen any of it, though. About the Mudahar video. Are you going to tell me Keemstar didn't pay for the boxing shorts or the gloves? That doesn't sound right.
All I did was put that $10,000 back into savings. Being in the new relationship is great, but I mean, she can't help pay a $2,200 mortgage. Okay, let's go through my monthly bills for a second. My health insurance is $800. I have $500 worth of medical bills. I have $500 worth of utilities. I pay for doctor's visits, physical therapies, labs constantly. I still have to pay for the car that I drive. I still have to pay for car insurance. I still have to pay for health insurance. Diablo 4 came out. I had to buy it. Final Fantasy 16 came out. I had to buy it. Tears of the Kingdom came out. I had to buy it. That's $400 worth of video games.
Had to? What are you, DSP? I had to buy it, guys. Why? To live stream it? You could have picked an older game that was cheaper.
Right there. But if you take out all of it, you take it out. All I need is save.
Keemstar did pay for it, so he was flying second shit about that then. Alright, good. I was about to say, how the fuck would Keemstar not pay for at least like the boxing gloves and shit? And that's part of the boxing match that you're paying him for. That should be your shit that you pay for, dude. Alright, so Keemstar did pay for that. Alright, that's good.
Sandwiches every day. All I do is sit here. I don't pay for any Netflix subscriptions. All I pay for is internet, utilities, medical bills, mortgage. If I pay for just that, I need $7,000 a month. I'm not making $7,000 a month, and I have no clue how to do it.
No wonder Boogie doesn't like DSP. Those expenses are just right up there with how DSP cries about his expenses, but yes, what the fuck? This does explain why Boogie and Wings hated DSP so much, because let's say DSP takes a phone call, agrees, gets paid 50 grand. The podcast starts. They get paid whatever Keemstar's paying them. It's not 50 grand, it's less, but they get paid from Keemstar. No, they get a couple episodes done already. Shit's going okay. Get a few more podcasts in. They get the residuals from those podcasts coming in. Maybe they get a sponsorship from Keemstar's boxing company. All this shit gets written off, and like, huh. Suddenly he goes from $2,000 a month from YouTube to $2,000 from YouTube and $5,000 from Keemstar. Instead, DSP whined, cried like a little bitch, refused to do the podcast. Shit goes sideways. Shit doesn't get done in time. Not the gaming lawyer, just gaming lawyer. Fucks around with stuff. Screws him out of time, money, and energy. Like, hey, we could have been making money for the past 3 months. Past 3 months, I could have been getting paid this much a month from Keemstar from our podcast. Instead, DSP had to be a bitch. Instead, we didn't get paid. Fuck. All because of DSP. I'd be hating him too. God, seeing on DSP's desk would be great.
So there's something I've always wanted to try. There's a lot of research that came out of Europe, and now we're doing it here in the United States, where psychedelics can help reset certain brains. People who experience
That's actually
childhood
true.
abuse, people who've gone through trauma, people who deal with post-traumatic stress disorder.
They're giving like Holocaust survivors, I don't know if it was shrooms, but it was something pretty much like shrooms. And it's like, hey, the decades of nightmares and horror and terror that they've been through even afterwards went away. So there is medical research, whatever, going into that about, hey, psychedelics, mushrooms, acid, whatever, can't help you with that.
And I'm all of those.
We're about 10 minutes left
honest,
into the
I'm
documentary,
scared shitless.
unfortunately, Simple Guy. How you doing?
It's one of the only things I haven't tried yet. So let's give it a shot.
On stream. Watch him fuck himself up. Oh, maybe it is peyote.
My given name is Ryan Arthur DeLeolio, and I've adopted the name Flaming Star. There's one thing that's undeniable, is that there's always this question about why? Why am I here? Existence. What's really happening? Who am I? That's what happens when you seek out hallucinogenics. It's gonna allow everything else physically here to relax. The emotional stuff is gonna come out, trauma's gonna come out, but
Shut up,
afterwards
Whitey.
your atoms are gonna go back into their original positions. That's why. He'll be mind, body, and spirit all one together.
No shrooms, no drugs.
All connected.
I believe
When
it.
you get to a certain point of understanding inside your intellect mind, that connectivity, you realize your hands are basically like USB ports.
So these are the, it's crazy to think that something that just grows out of the ground has so much power, and I'm actually holding it in my hand right now. But here we go.
Holy shit. He's actually gonna do it.
They don't taste bad. Honestly, that doesn't taste too bad.
They're pretty good and dry. Everybody just says kind of earthy.
Stem and all.
Oh, the whole thing, yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the club.
Can't
May
wait to see
God
how where
bless
this
you and
goes.
Be with you on your journey.
Okay, so I think we've been about 20 minutes in.
He's dying from stomach cancer.
15,
Oof.
yeah.
About 15. So we're about 15 minutes in, and I started to feel things are kind of wavy and kind of disconnected. It's kind of like my brain works on multiple channels, and like I have to pick and choose what I'm concentrating on. I have driven balls. I have no clue where the fuck I am or even who I am. And I don't give a fuck. I recognize.
He's about to experience the second part of the realization of letting go. And we're going to get to the other side of it. I told you they'd come. It's going to get nice and bright in about 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
And the reflection in the water is really cool too. So what do you think was the first trauma that you experienced which basically set up like a defense mechanism for you?
Man, yeah, my parents are just crazy.
Local podcast
broken
on
people.
shrooms. Oh, someone said that idea to
Yeah.
Keemstar.
Stewards, people who are like trying to oh, okay. Yep. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
What?
Like, they don't, I mean, that shit doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. That's the dumbest shit.
Nothing
I
really
didn't have it so long ago.
matters. Anyone can
Like,
see.
I've just been waiting for the right time to just drop that shit.
So, when did you feel the need of this separate personality? Was that like what you used as a coping mechanism to socialize with?
Oh, that's exactly what it is, right? Like, I didn't know what the hell, I didn't know how to communicate what I was dealing with or what I was going through, and I just...
Right, we put on these different faces in order to deal with situations in society.
You try to give people what the hell they want.
And then you felt like that was the need to make up Francis or other personalities?
Yeah.
Are you ready to let all that go?
Yeah, please, man. Oh my God. This is the first time I've ever felt happiness.
Wait, what?
Happiness. Like, this is the first time I felt it. So I was about to tell him, man, it's all
That's really sad.
It's all bullshit. Just all the things I've been worried about.
Because you are the master of your own orchestra, man.
It's a game, right?
Just let them go, so it's up to you to choose.
Steven, can you get up? Hello?
Hopefully he didn't lose too many brain cells from doing drugs. Doesn't have very many brain cells left to lose.
I'm still not sure I'm like really here yet. I don't really want breakfast. That's a change. Jesus.
Well, for his size, he probably wasn't on very much. For a regular sized person, he was probably on a lot.
It's just all bullshit. Like, none of this matters. None of it. It's all a construct. It's all a simulation. It's all it's a fucking video game.
Does he think he's in the Matrix now?
You know when you die, I think I died last night. Physically, my body was fine, but I think I went back into the void we come from.
Wow, not DSP,
And
Wings, Boogie.
I think...
Fuck, trying to kill all these goddamn locals.
I think I'm still in it. Except I'm also in this physical corporal body, but I'm also the incorporeal being that puppets it and controls it, and... goddamn, I feel like I'm in control. I feel like I'm in control of myself
taking random drugs
for the
probably wasn't a
first
great idea.
fucking time.
But it was funny, so...
The stuff that I normally worry about, like worrying about my finances, worrying about my internet, worrying about what people think about me, it's all so incredibly stupid. It's all just bullshit. I think I'm going to enjoy making YouTube videos again. I think I'm going to enjoy live streaming again.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at your live to the power.
When I make a video, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 people watch. That is still my dream job. Everybody falls off. That's part of the deal.
Every single month. He had tons and tons of
You start off as a nobody, and for a short period of time, you're a somebody, and then that star burns out like every star does. I was lucky enough to get hit by lightning. I was lucky enough to get to live my dream. I was lucky enough to get to enjoy all of that, play this game the way I wanted to play it. I'll be gone one day too. But for one brief moment, we got an opportunity to shine.
It's amazing to see how far he's fallen. Like, he was the YouTuber there for a bit. He was big. He was getting invited to events and all this shit, and now that's what he is.
Really
there
bright.
That was pretty good, by the way.
I thought it was one of the funniest things I'd ever seen. Like, I remember Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jordan, that's amazing, dude.
You genuinely believe that I can make a comeback?
I did when I showed up, but I'm slowly realizing that you're absolutely fucked.
Okay, all right, so.
That's...
Unfortunately.
He got pretty mad because he can't find his Mountain Dew. And I gotta be honest, the funniest part is he tried to find the Mountain Dew in the microwave. Oh my.
Wow. Well, he said he lost like 200 pounds, but he still weighs 450 fucking pounds. How do you lose 200 pounds and still weigh 450 pounds? How do you lose an entire person and still be that fat? Holy shit. It's not someone like Paul White or Mark Henry where it's like, yeah, they weigh a lot, but they're also huge dudes. Like, they're tall and they're muscular. He doesn't have that. I say he had to find the right opponent, one that won't fucking murder him. So you get DSP in the ring. Watch those two beat each other up, but that's never going to happen because DSP will never do it. DSP's a bitch. For that to happen, though, DSP would have to be involved, and DSP won't be involved because he won't talk to anyone else. What? I can't ban a director? But I had to be able to ban a director when a director says something I don't like, guys. Like, hey, DSP, can you put WWE Champions down for 5 minutes so we can do this interview? No! There's no event. I need to get the new Hulk Hogan, guys. It's the Turkey Hulk Hogan for Thanksgiving. Can't stop playing just to do this interview that you're supposed to be doing right now for the documentary. Fucking crazy. Like, I still remember, like, the Francis stuff and the Mountain Dew Doritos blender thing. It's just, oh, that's funny. Oh, hey, that's cute. Oh, hey, that's funny. Whatever. Amazing that this guy over 4 million subs. Getting hundreds of thousands, not millions of views per video. And, well, now it's this. He would need Adderall, I think. I think it's Adderall that gives you no appetite. Ooh. He takes Adderall. He stops eating. He can focus. Gives him more energy. Who knows? Might be better than shrooms. God, this was crazy to watch. Just like seeing the numbers and all that. Although, most likely lying about some of them, like saying he paid for the shorts and he paid for the gloves. Like, I couldn't believe it when I first saw it, and apparently, you guys said Wings has stated that no, Keem paid for those. Which, if true, why would you lie about that, dude? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. I wonder how much taking shrooms cost. It's just... Losing 200 pounds and still weighing 450 pounds is insane. That's mind-blowing. making millions, and then still own $180,000 for your house. Like, I cannot imagine him going, guys, this one video went viral. Got over 20 million views, guys. That's over $200,000. I don't know, it'd be like 20,000. Got me over $20,000, guys. No, I'm not gonna pay off my car. I'm going to Hawaii, guys. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, guys. Spends the entire 20 grand next year. Guys, I owe taxes on that $20,000, but I don't have it. So I need you, yes you, to step up and tip me. Now I can't use Super Chats. It's April. I need to pay them off by the 15th. It's amazing how all these locals make all this money and then they own nothing. They don't own their homes. They don't own their cars. They don't own anything. They don't own stock. They don't have a 401k. They have absolutely nothing to show for it. DSP doesn't move to Washington. Focuses on paying off the Connecticut condo. Oh, hey guys. I paid $129 for my Connecticut condo, but I paid it off after only 8 years. And then in 2021, housing prices shot through the roof. So I was able to sell it and move to the West Coast. Not renting, not a gated community, but maybe something bigger and nicer. Instead, never paid off the Connecticut condo, lost it on the mortgage, or in the bankruptcy. Pretty much, yeah, they get used to making $300,000 in a single month for millions of views, and then, oh no, they lost it. Terrible. This fucking hell, Boogie. What the fuck were you thinking? It'd be nice for one of these locals to own something. It'd be a first, too. Yeah, or there's an NBA player who's offered like $100 million contract for 6 years, and he said, no, my family needs to eat. 2 years later, he was bankrupt. $100 million contract for like 6 years. Said no, that's a direct quote was, my family needs to eat. 2 years later, he was bankrupt. Because he refused to play for anything less, and no one was willing to pay him for that. Then you get like homeboy Sam Hornish. Went into Indy, won 3 championships, went to NASCAR, won some of the... I have no idea what it's fucking called now anymore. It used to be called Bush. It wasn't the Winston Cup or Verizon, or I also don't know what it's called anymore, but the second tier, not the top tier, won several races in that, won a couple races in the top tier for the road courses. But you know what? He retired. He doesn't have to race anymore. He owns his home. And one of my favorite stories about him was he's a country boy. He shows up at a real estate agency that's dealing with no millionaires and shit. They see this homeboy show up looking like, country bumpkin. Gets laughed at. He goes to a different real estate agent. That real estate agent goes, holy shit, you're Sam Hornish. What are you doing here? Oh, well, I'm looking to buy a nice house. My wife's pregnant. We want to get a nice big house in a good neighborhood. All right, what do you want? Because I know you got the money for it. I know you're Sam fucking Hornish. Rooted for him back in the day, and then he retired. Made all the money he needed. Lucky bastard. Not all of us can be struck by lightning like Boogie did. Or make $300,000 in a single year like DSP did once back in the day. And blow it all on stupidity. I mean, at least, all right, Boogie spent $200,000 on sex workers. He got laid. DSP has spent that on gacha games across the years. He has nothing. Boogie. Bang. Los Angeles 10s. DSP has JPEGs. Boogie. Banged models. DSP got half-naked pictures of men on his phone. Boogie can remember the good days of banging models and porn stars and hookers and whatever else. DSP can say, they go, guys, I got 2 big bills coming up. Now it's not a coincidence that there's a new WWE Champions event this weekend. I got 2 big bills to pay for. Tip me. Okay, he has nothing to show for it. Not like someone who has collectibles like Magic the Gathering cards and Pokemon cards and all that like Boogie has. Although DSP did dip into that for a while. And he got human interaction from the ladies that he was with. DSP, nothing. Just fucking crazy to think over the years that people can make this kind of money and then own nothing. People can make just so much fucking money. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. And have nothing to show for it. Like the basketball player who had to declare bankruptcy after turning down a $100 million contract. Or then you get someone like Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson where they're worth more money off the money they made after playing basketball than they ever made during playing basketball. You guys haven't watched the movie Air? Watch it. Really good movie. You get the athletes out there where it's like, hey, I'm going to retire in a couple years. I should probably make sure I'm set to retire in a couple years. I mean, it's just mind-blowing how you can blow through that much fucking money and own nothing. Like, and it's not like, oh yeah, no, I bought too many houses. Well, you can just sell a couple of the houses, or you bought too many cars. And then it's like, oh hey, I got a $2 million car collection. Oh no, I'm broke. Sell some of the cars. Like, he doesn't even do that. Fuck. You can try to sell your champion's account, but if Scopely figures out what you're doing, you can get banned, or the account will get banned. Like, if any of these load cows had bought cars, or bought properties, or fuck, buy a car wash, automatic car wash thing, and then collect all the quarters and shit. And oh no, I lost all my money. Alright, I'll sell the car wash to someone. Like, I paid $250,000 for it, and this guy's only willing to give me $200,000. Well, how much money do you need? I need a lot of money. Well, then you just better fucking sell it. Can you imagine DSP sells his phone to OIC? You can have all the WWE Champions account on my phone, OIC, please. Yeah, his Hogan JPEGs mean way too much to him to ever sell that off. You get like the automatic car washes where, you know, a person puts in quarters and they spray down their cars and then they leave. Nope. Not smart enough to do that. Mutual funds, put money into a CD, 401k, stock market. Like, there's so much you could have done, and none of them did. And I think if you, what is it, RIA, a Roth IRA, or both, you put money into that, you don't have to pay taxes on the money you put in there. Hey, Mad Cats. Well, we already finished the documentary, so you caught up to the very end. Fucking crazy, you know? Seven-star wrestlers. I was waiting for them to come out with platinum. Because right now it's what? Bronze, silver, and gold. Like, oh, we're going to introduce platinum. Don't you want to get your wrestlers up to platinum? He probably does right off WWE Champions off on his taxes because he showed $5,000 a month in business expenses during his bankruptcy. So it would not surprise me at all that he writes off WWE Champions' other gotcha spending. Yes, then Diamond. So it would be after Diamond. But dude, Bitcoin was going to go to the moon. Oh wait, it was over like, what, $60,000 at one point? Like, Bitcoin was fucking nuts there for a while. If you got in early enough, fuck, you made all the money if you got in early enough. Bitcoin's currently at, 37,000, not bad. At its height, it was $63,315.48 at its height. At its height, it was at over $63,000. So if you could have bought it at $5,800 or something like that back in March 2020, and then sold it when it was at $63,315 or $65,483, whatever it was, on November 2021, like, holy shit. And now it's worth $37,370.49 as of this very moment. Got a ROM mode to check. There were people like, oh, you finished third. Here's 10 Bitcoins. The fuck's a Bitcoin? He admitted to spending $200,000 on Ladies of the Nights. They even interviewed one of the ladies he was with. About like, oh, they go to Disneyland, he buys them purses, takes them out to eat, he ordered 2 entrees, like, Boogie, you want to lose weight, how about you don't order 2 entrees? How about you order a single entree at the restaurant? And that would have saved you money. You're not long Ghostly Ruins. He wants to do that, what's it called? Neuralink. Which, the idea is great. If they can actually make it like, hey, you want to learn Japanese? Put this in and then download Japanese. Oh, you want to learn cars? Download cars into your brain. Like, the idea behind it is fantastic. So fantastic, it's probably not possible. Yeah, you could have had a nice nest egg, but nope. Dude, he needs those food orders. Oh, he could have paid off his mortgage and had 17 grand left over. Yeah, he could have paid off his mortgage and had $17,000 left over. Just like DSP with his Connecticut condo. His best year with Machinima was just over $300,000. He could have paid off the Connecticut condo after taxes and had money left over. I mean, he lost 200 pounds. He lost 200 pounds and still weighs 450 pounds. Like, he started off at 650 fucking pounds. He could have gotten some Adderall to take away his appetite. Maybe he would have lost more. I'm just absolutely fucking mind blown by it. But I mean, you see these kind of stories all the time with athletes or people win the lottery, actors and actresses. musicians. Get the guys that like, yeah, they had a hit single, took off, made all this money, bought mansions with golden toilets, and then they couldn't come out with another hit. So 5 years later, they got to sell everything. Bam Margera. MC Hammer, yeah, that's a good example. MC Hammer, So Mix a Lot, Vanilla Ice. The thing with bankruptcy is there's multiple kinds. It's like, well, you can't declare bankruptcy more than twice within a 7-year period or something like that, or once per 7 years. But it's like, oh, if you get to chapter 9, it says you get chapter 11, it says you get chapter 7 or whatever. It's like, so he can get a different chapter, but the chapter, like the one he got, meant he didn't have to pay anything back. I think the other chapter that he can go to, if he had to, would require payments. And the payments would be a bitch, I'm sure, for him. Like, guys, I already told them I can't afford this. Now they want me to pay? But I can't afford it. Why can't I just do what my last bankruptcy did and just get rid of all my debt, guys? I got rid of $131,000 in credit card debt, and my Connecticut condo. This time they won't get rid of any of my debt, guys. It's bullshit. I don't want to pay anymore. Timbo, I think because he's already had 2. But let's say the first one was more than 7 years ago, he could do a third one. Just have to be whatever the first one was, if it was more than 7 years ago. I can imagine having multiple bankruptcies. Or there's another way to get multiple bankruptcies. Because I think DSP's bankruptcy was for him, Philip Burnell. He could be like, well, I guess DSP Enterprises defunct, guys. DSP Enterprise is declaring bankruptcy, not me. Me. DSP Enterprise is declaring bankruptcy. So there's all kinds of ways to get around shit like that. And then, no, 2 years later, DSP Productions is declaring bankruptcy, guys. No, 2 years ago was DSP Enterprises, DSP Productions. Totally different company, guys. Then finally, 2 or 3 years later, all right, guys, time for me to declare personal bankruptcy again. Yeah, hope for a pandemic to hit so they can't examine your house and see all the shit you got. I would not be surprised if he was looking at hiding shit. Like, it would not surprise me if he had a storage unit hidden somewhere under Cat's name or something. Try to hide a bunch of stuff in. Then, what? They're not going to inspect the house? So I didn't have to do all that? Bullshit! I had to pay $149 a month for the storage unit for 3 months to hide all my shit. Don't you know how much work it was to have Cat drive me to the storage unit, and then have Cat empty the car into the storage unit, then drive back to my condo, and have Cat load up the car again? Of course, now, the question is, with DSP, why is he suddenly trying to get shit fixed? Why is he suddenly talking about how he had to empty the garage of all the DoorDash containers? I mean, the food containers, guys, not DoorDash. It's bullshit. Tractor meme. I think part of that cleaning the closet stream was he put out some stuff where he'd be like, no, get on his Discord or whatever and be like, all right, hey, some of the stuff I pulled out of the closet today, did any of you guys want it? Just $800 and I'll sell it to you. 1,000 if you want an autograph on it. Obviously, DSP, a lot of that shit could be behind the scenes. We know he's got at least a $1,200 tip before that he hid. But, well, Ghostly wins. That's one of the reasons why his food orders are always late and or cold. Like, huh, I have 3 orders to do. This person's tipping 20. This person's tipping 15. This person's tipping nothing. Well, I know who's getting his food last. Oh well. Sucks to suck, right? Sucks to be a lolcow. Although, if you do it right, it wouldn't suck so much. If instead of $200,000 on hookers and $250,000 in cryptocurrency or whatever else, he'd taken that money and just paid off all of his debts, to actually owned his house. So let's say he owned his house. There's something about, oh, the mortgage payment's coming up, it's going to knock me down to $700. Well, if he owned his house, that mortgage payment doesn't come out. He sells out that money in his checking account. Because they either complained about the smell, complained about the insects, or could be, cat opens the garage door to pull out to go to work as a neighbor is getting their mail or something like that, and they see the inside the garage is just trash top to bottom. Like, huh, that's why the ants keep getting in the house. Hey, HOA, while I was coming back from collecting my mail, I noticed that the middle unit condo is literally piled with cat shit and food and all that. So, yeah, could you do something about that? He spends way too much. Although, the way he's talked about it on stream before, how he'll call and cry and complain. Like, DoorDash will be like, oh, well, he spent so much money with us, we'll give him a refund. We'll give him a refund. Give him a refund. How many times that can happen before someone goes, huh? I just checked the list. We've given this guy 18 refunds in the past 3 months. Doesn't that seem like a lot for, like, there is no way his order is getting messed up that many times in the past 3 months. Oh, yeah, he's fucking with us. He's scamming us. Banned. But who knows if that would ever actually happen. That'd be great. That's my theory, Excalibur. Neighbor complained to whomever they needed to complain to. And then I think the reason he's trying to get everything fixed in the house is because he's trying to get a refinancing done. And they're going to do an inspection. Well, if they show up and everything's fucking broken and nothing works, like, well, you see, your condo should be valued at this. But because everything's broken and nothing works, it's actually valued less than what you owe currently, so no refinance for you. Gotta be great, because it's probably like, what, 8% in interest rates right now, or something like that. With his credit history, it'd probably be even worse. Can you imagine he gets like a 10% interest rate on his refinancing because he has shit credit? Guys, the business is saved. I was able to refinance the house for $123,000 more than what I owed for it, guys. That's $123,000 I can put towards the business, guys. I don't need to keep begging you for games. I need to keep begging you guys for a PlayStation and Game Pass subscription, guys. 3 months later. Guys, I need help. The new Metal Gear Solid game's coming out. They finally came out with Metal Gear Solid 6, and I can't afford it. No, I don't have $120,000 left. I went to bills. I had to pay the internet bill. I had to pay the HOA fees. My mortgage is like $3,000 a month, guys. You don't understand? $120,000 doesn't last you much long when you got $3,000 a month coming out for the mortgage. DSP, it's been 3 months. Your mortgage is $3,000. That's $9,000. Where'd the other $114,000 go? Snow, how's it going? I so hope DSP refinances that condo. Just to fuck him as hard as possible. Suddenly, he goes from top 50 in WWE Champions to top 10 for about 3 months, and then he blows through all the money. Exactly, Snow. $200,000 spent on hookers. Owes $183,000 on his mortgage. Like, gee, Boogie, you could have paid off your mortgage and had 17 grand left over. And although, unlike DSP, he has memories. He gets to brag that he's banged hookers. Like models and LA 10s and all this. He's usually between like 40 to 100 in WWE Champions. But when he gets really spendy, he'll get up to the top 20, but that's about it. Had to go outside to get a suntan there, Robert. I don't know that's never going to happen. Just fucking crazy to think about having that much money and just having none of it. It is a better investment than mobile games. At least you can brag about, hey, I banged these models. Hey, you know that model is on that catwalk for the Victoria's Secret show? Hit it. Cost me 10 grand, but I hit it. DSP with the OnlyFans account. Terrible. You can actually touch it, and you have the memory of touching it. At least you had the memory of that instead of the memory of getting drunk and passing out on your chair down in your living room with a gin bottle in one hand and WWE Champions in the other hand. Fucking hell. And then people like us gotta go to work tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. My friend, he's doing a charity event. He's gonna be one of the models for the charity event. Like, hey, there's a party tonight. There's gonna be music. There's gonna be the other models, male and female. It's like, what time? Oh, it goes from like 8 to 2. Fucking hell, I gotta be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you guys can hear my watch beep, but that's what it's been beeping. It's me talking to him like, oh fuck, where is it? What time is it? I was like, fucking hell, like I would love to go. Like, he's one of the models, so he's like, yeah, they told me I can bring friends. So he's trying to get me and Alex to go, and Alex is like, I don't know. Like, Alex, you don't work tomorrow. You get Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off every week. Fucking go. Like, man, I want to go. I'm so fucking peanut butter and jelly right now. But fucking being an adult sucks. It's Friday night. I can have a chance to go party with models. And I can't. Because I gotta be at work at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. Because I gotta be up when my alarm goes up at 4:45 a.m. Like, the party doesn't end until 2. Like, well, if I drove separately, just followed behind him, I guess, I could leave earlier. But let's say I get there at 8 and then I leave at 10. Like, be there for 2 hours? What's the fucking point of that? Oh, and it's open bar. I don't drink, so that doesn't mean much for me, but... Although they probably have soda and water, whatever. Okay, I want to go so badly, but I'm a mature adult with mature adult responsibilities like mortgages and car payments, and we got Christmas coming up, so we got the holidays coming up, so buy presents for mom, buy presents for the niece and the nephews. Of course, then driving places, like driving far to go see family and all that, it's gonna take more gas. Like, fuck. And I can't call off. I mean, alright, technically I could, because it's not like I have steps where like, oh, you're on step 1 from calling off too many times, or like, I don't have anything like that. But I just can't fucking do it. Fuck, I'm as depressed as Boogie before he took mushrooms. Nice. Let's see. Oh, this is November, so I still got 3 more years. I got 3 more years since as November 15th. No, 16th. November 16th will mark 3 more years to go. But it was so worth it. It's such a nice car. I have power locks and windows, and I have cruise control. Something Walter didn't have. And surprisingly, I've been getting about the same amount of gas mileage. That's been nice. Although, my car insurance went from like... I pretty much paid more for 6 months of car insurance than I was paying for a year of car insurance on Walter. Which sucks, but... brand new car. Gotta have full coverage. Worth it. Gotta keep telling myself that it's worth it. That when I drove to Nashville last year, get on 75, get up to about 77 miles an hour, speed limit 65, gotta go 77 to get ran over by semis. Hit cruise, go. Kia Soul. Gross, ghostly. Well, the one they interviewed talked about, like, there's a lot of fat rolls to get through. It's like, I don't want to fat shame, but there was a lot of fat rolls. I'll say it was like, oh, you're just going to get like 32 highway. I've been getting, I don't think I've ever gotten that low. Like, I've been averaging around, depending on the time of the year and all that, 34 to 38 miles to the gallon. Been nice. The thing for me is get on Route 2, get on 280, 280 to 475. Then I got about a mile once I get off of 475 through Toledo to get to work. But then it's just go straight down Route 2, go straight down 280, go straight down 475, exit here, bam, done. Yes, we did. So much fat. Just cannot imagine, like, how do you let yourself get that fat? How do you not look down and go, huh, I can't see my penis anymore. I'm going to keep eating. Like, how do you look down and go, I can't see my penis, I should stuff my face some more? How do you do that? If I ever looked down and couldn't see it, you know what I'm doing? Fucking stopping eating. Yes, fellow Buckeye. Like, Boogie's gonna try to get a real job, and it's like, oh, I'm a felon. You do a background check, you can find all this shit on me. Depression, disability. Why would you tell a job interviewer that, Boogie? What the fuck? Ah, shit. It's already past 7 o'clock. So this took. I was figuring to start around 5, be done around 7. I was like, what happened? Nice. Got done a little early, but we've been talking. I mean, guys, why aren't you talking about me and how awesome I am? Guys, don't you think I'm awesome? Guys, don't you want to give memberships and become members and super chat, guys? Just because I'm that awesome, guys? Snort. You're talking about your car. I don't care about your car, Snow. You're supposed to talk about me. Banned. I'm going to time you out for 10 minutes talking about your car. Terrible. I love when he cries that there's no one talking in his chat. It's like, because you banned everyone, jackass. It's an Alan Wake 2 stream, and what the fuck are they going to talk about? They're talking to each other like, oh, hey, I'm glad that basketball season's about to start. Oh, yeah, I love rooting for the Milwaukee Bucks, even though they suck every year. Oh, it's better than being a Charlotte Bobcat fan. God, it sucks being a Charlotte Bobcat fan. Guys, why are you talking about basketball? I don't care about basketball. This is Alan Wake 2 stream. Why aren't you guys talking about the game? Should they have jetpacks in Alan Wake? They had jetpacks in Starfield. Like a lot of people are giving the game like 4 out of 5, or 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Talking about bad. It's like, what were you expecting? What were you expecting from Starfield? I was expecting Skyrim and/or Fallout 4 in space. You know what I got? I got Skyrim / Fallout 4 in space. Was I expecting great mechanics and storytelling? No. I was expecting something that, would entertain me. Kind of like the Marvels I saw yesterday when I got out of work. It's like, people, oh, that's so terrible. Oh, it's the worst. Oh, it's a crime against humanity. What movie did you watch? I came here to watch Samuel L. Jackson be Samuel L. Jackson. Guess what? Samuel L. Jackson is Samuel L. Jackson. And Iman, and I cannot remember, it's like Tayona, Paris. The lady that plays Monica Rambeau, gorgeous. She's pretty good in it too. And they probably were expecting No Man's Sky. It's like, oh, a lot of these planets are empty. Well, a lot of planets in real life are empty. Majority of planets are empty. In fact, every single planet we've ever found has been empty. We're the only planet that we've ever found that wasn't empty. So, oh no, Starfield had a lot of planets that were empty. Like, you know, every single planet we've ever found in real life has been empty. Atomic Heart, I think it's called, won the poll. So the next game will be Atomic Heart, or whatever it's called. I can check real quick. Maybe. Go to posts. Yeah, Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart won, so the next game I'll be playing will be Atomic Heart. I'll say, thankfully, between Game Pass, PlayStation Plus Extra, and Steam sales, I have plenty of games to play. I don't need to buy new games, although, fuck, I want Armored Core 6 and Lords of the Fallen and Jedi Survivor and Spider-Man 2. Yes. The only thing I know about Atomic Heart is that apparently the robot fridge is very horny for you. Wants you to put your sausage inside of it. Unlike DSP, alright, whatever. I'll probably find it funny. Might find it annoying after a while, but I'll probably also find it funny at first. Yeah, DSP. I don't know when that guy became asexual, whatever, but it's kind of weird. Because he watches older stuff, he's like, boobies, boobies. And now, nope. There's a woman on screen, guys. Why is there a woman on screen? Doesn't this game know that I'm married, guys? Fucking hell. Did he ever actually beat Atomic Heart? I don't remember him beating that game. Fuck, I can't remember. Now let's go to YouTube. ESP Gaming Atomic Heart. Let's see. Mitch the Desert Squiddo's gaming channel comes up first. Then Aqua Teal. Oh, the third video is DSP Gaming. You type in DSP Gaming Atomic Heart. He is not the first video that pops up. At least on mine, anyways. Oh, where's the playlist? Let's see, let's search his channel directly. Gotta have a playlist, right? There's only 5? What? Only did 5 streams of it? No. 1, 2, 3. He's got 5 hours of the... No, that can't be right. He only played it for 5 hours. There's no chance in hell. I mean, I just searched his channel directly and only 5 videos popped up. Yeah, there it is. Atomic Heart. 5 videos. He did not beat the game. He quit because of the refrigerator wanting his sausage. Wow, DSP. I'm hoping that either Black Friday or around Christmas time or maybe sometime next year, Was of the Fallen and or Atomic Core 6 will be cheaper. So that'd be nice. Or Spider-Man 2 will be cheaper. Or one of the other dozens of games that have come out recently will be cheaper. Or there might be a game like Final Fantasy 16 or Baldur's Gate 3 where it's like, fuck, I gotta play that now. Because a game has to definitely just pull me in for me to be like, I want to buy that brand new. Or play it brand new. Although like Liza P and Starfield, easy choices because they were on Game Pass, so I didn't have to pay anything for them. Like Final Fantasy 16 and Baldur's Gate 3, like I love Final Fantasy. Fuck it, I gotta get it. Enjoyed it. Baldur's Gate 3, like I love Divinity Original Sin 2. And this is gonna be better than that. Like I thought Divinity Original Sin 2 was fucking amazing, 9 out of 10. And then you tell me that there's a game like that coming out that's gonna be better? Oh fuck, I gotta play it now. Looks remastered. I love when DSP's like, this Final Fantasy 4 was my favorite of all the Final Fantasies. 10 minutes later, guys, I know who am I supposed to talk to, guys? Where am I supposed to go? I thought this was your favorite. I thought you played this a dozen times when you were a kid. You just loved it that much, and you don't know where to go, what to do. Weird. Well, me replaying Final Fantasy VII, at least when he was playing Final Fantasy VII, the original one, I knew like, all right, go here, go there, do this, do that. And then the Shinra Tower, you go to this floor, you can rest. It heals you completely. You go to the floor above, get into fights until, all right, I'm out of health and or mana. Go down one floor, rest, so you heal up. You can do that. You can gain 5-10 levels easily. Get to the helicopter boss fight, whatever, at the top of Shinra Tower, and just smoke through it because you're already 10 levels higher than you should be. I still remember you go to the junkyard. There's a Triceratops with tank wheels, like for its back legs or tank wheels. You use Morph on them. They drop an item that gives you +1 to strength. You sit there and grind that for 10 levels, and then give Cloud all the +1 to strength. Suddenly, Cloud's doing 9,999 damage, and you haven't even gotten across the water yet. Like, how do I still remember this shit? How do I still remember this years later, decades later, after playing the game for the first time back in 1997? How do I remember this shit? And then DSP, guys, this was my favorite game of all time. 10 minutes later, guys, where do I go? What do I do? Or, although Diablo 2 is a different story because I've played it every single fucking year since it came out, but Diablo 2, I still know where to go, what to do. I know if you want Stone of Jordan, you go after Endurial Nightmare. And if you're playing single player, you do Player's 8 cheat to give you a better chance of drops. If you're doing Paladin, you go with Smite. And then you get a low rune so you can make Grief. Because Grief adds on to your Smite damage, even though Grief goes into your weapon, not your shield. Like, I still remember so much shit from Diablo 2. Although, again, that's because I played it that much. I love Final Fantasy. I've only played it twice. I've only beaten it twice. And last time I beat it decades ago. I probably wouldn't remember much. I do remember, though, on like 7 or 9. With 8, you can't grind. Where like 7 or 9, it's like, all right, well, the boss is level 12. If you go to Shinra Tower, you do the trick where you sleep, so you rest, get healed, go next floor, grind, do that for an hour or two. Till suddenly, you're 10 levels higher, you're level 22, go against the level 12 boss, you smoke them. Final Fantasy VIII, oh, this level 12 area. I grinded to level 15. Well, guess what? Now it's a level 15 area. Fuck you. Which is pretty fucking funny. Some other old games I haven't played in forever. The whistles for Super Mario Brothers 3. I still remember how to get 2 of them. The one, you gotta run and you get on the one cloud, you press down and you drop behind the scenes. Then when you go through, you get the whistle. Then in the castle in World 1, you gotta run. You have to have the raccoon tail thing. You run, you jump, you fly up to the top, and then you get another whistle. Well, this has been interesting. Because again, like, I knew some things about Boogie, but not everything, and holy shit. $200,000 on prostitute. Why? I couldn't imagine spending $20 on one, let alone $200,000. Holy fuck. Like, I like my dick too much to get anywhere near a prostitute. Sorry, I ain't doing that. Say raccoon was best because it allowed you to fly. Although he did list off all his medical stuff, so and he didn't have any STDs apparently, so I guess he's a fan of wrapping it before you tap it. No glove, no love. So I still couldn't just risking your health like that. Oh, this one cost me $5,000. It's a high class one. You still have STDs. Yeah, apparently Boogie is being an issue right now. Which hopefully he doesn't fuck up that podcast, because the Locale cast could be what saves his house. If he can keep it going and keep making money from that and all of his Keemstar and stuff, hopefully be able to turn his shit around. Which, even as much of a piece of shit as he is, I'd want him to turn his shit around. At least pay off his fucking house. So he has his house to stay in. And hope that that girl he's with actually does care for him. Boogie, Wings, and I can't remember the third person's name. Someone associated with Keemstar, though. And of course, I've heard that they're going to be having guests and stuff like that on, so. Fucking hell. Boogie's 48, she is 20. I know a lot of people have issues with age gaps, but you know what? Age of 18, you're considered mature enough and smart enough to go into the military and die for your country. If you can die for your country, you can touch a 48-year-old penis. Me, I still think it's kind of creepy, but I'm a big believer of, you're an adult, have at it. You want to do porn, do porn. You want to do drugs, do drugs. If you overdose and die, sucks to be you. You want to smoke weed or snort coke or take shrooms? Are you an adult? Well, the government says you can fucking die for your country. I guess you can have some shrooms. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're old enough, mature enough to get your legs blown off by an IED, get sent home, I'm sorry, so we're going to have to arrest you. Why? Oh, because we caught you with shrooms. I lost my legs for this country. You're going to have fun in the showers because you're right at dick height. Sorry, sir, but prison you go because you had shrooms. Like, I'm sorry, but no. If you're an adult, have at it. You die, you die. You overdose, your heart explodes, you have a brain aneurysm because you did too much cocaine or weed or acid or... I know it won't happen from weed, but... If you do too much and you die, well, sucks to be you. You can't get a job because you can't pass a drug test, sucks to be you. Have fun touching 40-year-old penis. For $200,000. Alpha, how's it going? It was quite an interesting watch. I'm glad I got around to watching. I'm glad you guys said, hey, you're going to watch it, you're going to watch it, you're going to watch it. It's like, I don't know a lot about boogies. Well, I know a little bit too much about Boogie that I did not need to know. Angry Grandpa's 4 cheese fiasco. Terrible. But, also in that vein, if you're going to do it, don't be crying and begging for money while you're doing it. You want to spend $3,000 on a single event WWE Champions? And you can afford it? Alright. My friend, he wanted a boat. You know what he did? He bought a boat. You know why? Because he has a job that pays enough money where he can just be like, I want a boat. I want that boat. Bought it. Now, if he'd been, James, can I borrow like $6,000 so I can buy a boat? Only got 3. I just need another $6,000. Like, bitch, what the fuck? You know I don't make that kind of money. But you didn't have to ask me for money. You didn't have to go online and beg. You didn't have to start a GoFundMe. You just went, all right, $9,000. Here you go. I think Rich, I don't know about LG, but Rich definitely would have been down for it, I'm sure. I'm surprised they didn't get Rich on there for that. Yes, if you want to spend $200,000 on hookers, I'm sure there's plenty of Saudi Arabian princes and oil tycoons and actors that be like, $200,000 across 3 years? Bitch, that's a weekend for me. I'm sure Charlie Sheen probably gone through that in a weekend. between drugs and hookers. But you know what? Charlie Sheen, he doesn't go on YouTube and cry and beg. Charlie Sheen doesn't hop in my Discord and go, James, I had a lot of fun this weekend, but I spent a little too much. Can you send me $400 so I can buy groceries on my day off? No, Charlie Sheen doesn't do that. Charlie Sheen can afford it. So fuck it. Let him have it. If Tiger Woods decided he wanted to get into professional yacht racing, guess what? Go ahead, Tiger Woods. Have at it. You can afford to do so, I'm sure. Oh, he's so winning. I mean, he's got a couple STDs that won't go away ever, but he's here for a good time, not a long time. It's just... Sonic, how's it going? Well, thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully hit that thumbs up button. If you don't hit the thumbs up button, the terrorists win. Never forget. That's terrible, but true. Terrorists win if you don't hit the thumbs up button. Oh, look at that. Even Space Cat is telling you to hit the like button. Easily amused. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching and for talking afterwards. Unlike some people, I'm not gonna ban you for talking about Charlie Sheen. Yeah, Charlie Sheen has had a real good time. Sometimes a little too good of a time. But he can afford to do so. Lucky bastard. And with that, I'm gonna let you go, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day. Ta-da! I should be starting Atomic Heart, I want to say Monday. Saturday's the actual charity event. It was $40 for a ticket, so I figured, alright, I'd support the charity. Then Sunday's football with friends. Monday's my only day off next week. I'm working 6 fucking days this week. That's gonna suck. But, OT, bigger paycheck. This should be Monday for time my carts start, anyways. As, I already said that, so I guess we're out. In about a few more seconds, I want to wait for 7:30. Easily amused. Damn it, I got Amazing Grace stuck in my head because it was played during this documentary. Amazing Grace, I can't sing for shit. I could wake the dead with it. Terrible. 7:30